Hello, I'm Blessed Babs, and this channel exists to help and support Christians in addiction or recovery and to rebuild your life holistically into the best sober life you've had. End of. This is my calling and my passion. In this video, I want to go over 3 points. Common misconception that alcohol has a congruency with laughter, fun, company, celebration. That is a falsehood. That is a lie. Actually, when you see alcohol objectively and you take it down to first principle terms, it is a toxic carcinogenic poison that destroys everything in its path. And in chronic drinkers, alcohol can get into their very cell membrane and destroy the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the battery house of the cell. It produces your energy. It's like the battery of a car, okay? Your cell is the car. That's your battery, your mitochondria, and it seeps in there, and it's called a condition called mega mitochondria, and it becomes swollen and distorted and it doesn't function properly. That's why you'll have depression, because alcohol is a depressant anyway. You'll have a depression, you'll have low moods, low appetite, everything's low because you're destroying at root level, you're destroying the mitochondria, your energy production for life. And that's just a couple of examples. Not to mention your digestive tract. Here's a personal story. A while ago, I had esophageal varices, which is a swelling of the veins in the lining of your throat because of the consistency of the alcohol that I was consuming over a 25-year period. And it got so bad that my throat exploded and I lost a life-threatening amount of blood. And I had it was an emergency and I was in hospital, but somewhere in there I asked the Lord Jesus Christ for help because I couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't conquer alcohol on my own. And he has brought me here, saved me, brought me here, turned my life around and brought me in front of you to help and support you now, and that's what I'm called to do. So why are the first few days of withdrawal so hard? It's like hell on earth, right? Firstly, your brain's trying to figure out what the hell just happened here. You took away what your brain used to lean on. You took away your crutch. You took away your numbing agent. You took away your way of escape, your comfort. Now your brain's going AWOL, trying to figure out where that went, and it's trying its best to get that back, and that's your withdrawal symptoms. And what you've pushed down, all the emotions that you've pushed down for decades maybe, are all coming up to the surface raw and unfiltered now. It's really, really frightening, but that's how it works, and that's how your brain works in trying to balance out this overload of pleasure and dopamine. Your brain is in a balancing state now, and you've subconsciously trained your brain to accept alcohol as a need for survival. That's why you're having these withdrawal symptoms. It's desperately trying to get back. It thinks it's dying. It's desperately trying to get back to survival. Where's my crutch for survival? That's why you feel so bad. And your brain is in a state of imbalance. And all these feelings are going to come rushing at you, unfiltered and raw. And it's all coming back. All the emotions that you've subdued for maybe decades are coming back at you fast and furious on the other side of this balancing scale in your brain. And that in a nutshell is what withdrawals are. But you've got to see it as a corridor and put it into context. It's a small corridor, a small pathway into the life that you really want. And at the end of this small corridor, there's a door that opens up to who you're supposed to be. So when you see it in context and in that perspective, it's a short space of time to turn you into the best version of you. That's what your brain is doing at the moment if you're going through withdrawals just now. Understand that you are used to a substance that smooths things over. And without that, you are going to feel irritable, you're going to be angry, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be in fear, you're going to cry. All these emotions are going to surface raw, unfiltered. But again, you have to see it as a small corridor and understand that this is your brain balancing up. It's a short corridor of time. Please see it as that, because you're just about to open the door to your new life. If you find this helpful, if it's given you value, could you put a like, subscribe, share onto this video, please, because I am here to support Christians in addiction or in their early stages of recovery. Thanks, and I'd like to get this out to as many as possible because I know their pain and I really want to help and support them. Thanks a lot. And sobriety isn't the absence of alcohol. It is the presence of a fully functioning, restored, beautifully at peace, balanced brain. So thanks for your time. I hope this has helped you in your sobriety journey. Comment below what you're struggling with and subscribe so I can get this out to others who are in the pain of addiction at the moment. Thanks for watching.